Hey guys, and welcome to my first podcast. It's called Get the Chirp. My name is Tyler, and I have a lot of guests that want to come on here, but I figure since it's my first podcast, I would like to keep it kind of simple. Today we're just going to do like a question and answer, just answer a couple questions that I've gotten here lately. So we'll jump right into it. So the first question is, what got you into fitness? Well, in high school, I did lift weights and stuff like that in school, like ninth and 10th grade. And I was actually on the weightlifting team, I'm pretty sure my sophomore or junior year. And I always placed like in the middle. I wasn't very strong because I didn't have a lot of size on me back then. I was very scrawny, skinny. Like I got into high school and I think I weighed like 105 pounds and I didn't really have good form. Like I said, I never really lifted before this or prior. And I just lifted, basically just throughout high school, just normal or whatever. Didn't really do anything extra or push myself. I would say I wasn't bodybuilding or anything like that. But then I went to basic training in 2018, and when I got back, I was already in that mindset of pushing myself, mentally and physically, and just trying to get after it and just being the best person that I could be, and as a soldier, being the best soldier I could be, because I learned basically like in combat or if you're on a team, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and I wouldn't want to be that person that's holding us back per se. So I was always trying to better myself in any position that I could, and I always thought of like when I went through something bad or I was facing trouble, I always thought of it as a way to grow, like it was supposed to happen so I could become a better person. Because I feel like the more I go through, the more I can help others. But getting back to what got me into fitness, so yeah, after I got back from basic training, I moved down to Central Florida, to Lakeland, and I actually stayed in my best friend's mom's garage for like 3 months. And my friend was staying there as well. He was working at a company, which he got me a job working there. It's a moving company called College Hunks. But he was getting up and going to the gym. I think he was going for like 6 months, and he was getting pretty in shape. And that kind of motivated me to see like my best friend, who used to be a bigger, chubbier person. Everybody picked on him kind of for being, heavy or overweight, but he used that as fuel and motivation. He's in very good shape today, but his alarm would always go off at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and I wouldn't get up till like 6 or 7 to go to work. So he always said, "Hey, you need to come work out with me. Try, give it a chance." So over time of hearing his alarm go off, I eventually just I gave it a shot and I went there, and it was kind of embarrassing at first. Like, of course, I was very shy, insecure, didn't really like people watching me, especially starting out. I felt just kind of weak, and like everybody would basically, I felt like everybody was laughing at me low key. But now that I look back, it's not like that. Like, it's literally you versus you. Everybody's in the gym to better themselves, so that's how I'm looking at it now. But back then, starting out, I was kind of, I don't know, kind of nervous, I would say. So I didn't really have a lot of hope and motivation at first. But then once I stuck to it, started going, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, I got in like a routine. I had to wake up. And I started waking up before Trey. Like, I'd get to the gym before Trey. That's my friend's name. And, I'd be like already stretched and warmed up and hit my workout before he even got in. And he always forgot stuff. So most of the time I'll be almost done with my workout. So a lot of mornings we didn't get to work out together. But eventually we got in like a routine, on and off of working out together. But once I started seeing progress, I just fell in love with it, as I'm sure a lot of people do. I started seeing my body change, and I never saw my body get any type of muscle, because even in high school, I primarily ran cross country and track. So yeah, that's kind of what got me into fitness. So next question is, what are your current goals in the gym? Well, my current goals right now is not really how much weight I can lift. I'm not really trying to get like a new max or PR or stuff like that. I'm just basically about to do a physique competition to honor my grandma that passed this year, and it's taken a lot. Like, I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be. Eating right, making sure you have each meal, drinking enough water, properly resting. Because that's always been like an issue for me is sleep here lately because I work at night, so like I'm always up at night and my body, I don't know, I don't like to sleep during the day. I like to be outside. I like to see the sun. So I would say my goal right now is just to train and get the best physique I possibly can. So I do good on my competition, but it's not really about, getting first place. I just to see where I've came and to the point I'm at now, all glory to God for giving me this opportunity because without him, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. So you always gotta show him love and realize at no point in my life will I ever be equal to him or above him. Like he is the most amazing thing and he is so forgiving and so loving. So every time you do something, just pray on it. And even when it seems like he's not with you or you don't think you're doing as good, just keep praying because what's meant for you will be as long as you put in the work and keep your head up. So next question is, so do you have your own clothing brand? The answer is yes, I do have my own clothing brand. It's kind of small right now, but I sold 80 shirts within the first month, and every month after that I've sold like 20 to 30. So it's pretty consistent. I have a lot of true supporters, and that really means a lot to me. I never thought I'd be in the position where I'm at, or even have a podcast. Like this is all new to me, and I'm still learning. I'm still getting better. But it's called Raven Revival Fitness Apparel. It's actually I got a shirt right here. So yeah, that's what the logo looks like. I got it done when I lived still in Central Florida. It took me about a month to get it all done, but I wanted to do more than just be, just muscles or just post pictures of myself. Like I really want to do more, which is why I'm pushing myself to like make YouTube videos now. I got all this stuff. It took me a couple months to get all this stuff for the podcast, and then it took me another month to figure it all out and get it to working. But like, I don't know, I'm always pushing myself to do better because I feel like if I'm ever just resting or getting complacent, that's lives that I could inspire or change for the better. And I never know what anybody's going through because I used to hold a lot of stuff inside me personally, and it would really hurt me. And now reflecting back on it, I wish I just had somebody to talk to or wish I had more positive role models in my life because I didn't really have, positive role models in my life, a couple, but I really had more people I didn't want to be like and people I saw growing up that, wasn't doing the best, that were on drugs and just, have all these issues and didn't really put forth effort to better themselves or whatever. So like seeing all that, it makes me want to change, makes me want to grow, makes me want to be a better person. And I treat others how I want to be treated. But my clothing brand's doing pretty good. I just shipped out a couple orders last week to like Pennsylvania and Iowa and Arkansas. And everybody seems to love the shirts. I've been paying and getting like the best quality shirts, in the beginning. I don't really know a lot about, stuff like that, like different products. I'm still trying stuff out and testing it. But I'm going to take a break on it. And my goal is to, plan like 3 to 6 months in advance and have everything ready before I drop it. That way I can have like a lot of issues fixed and I can consistently drop stuff. Maybe like every 2 to 3 months I can drop stuff. But I see now that it's better to just plan ahead and, just have things organized and just, if you plan, I've noticed me, I always do better. That's why I have like a whiteboard with like everything I need to do every day and I'll just check it off. That really helps me as a person just stay organized. And I don't like to do multiple things at once. I like to do like one thing at a time, put my 100% into it because if I don't, I feel like I half-ass it. And I'm not one of those people that like to be half-assed. Like I like to do everything to the best of my ability and give it everything that I got. So I'm hoping my clothing brand kind of grows, not glows, but grows. And I don't know, I'm excited to see where it's at. I've had a lot of support. Like I said, I do appreciate it. And I have high hopes for it, but I'm not really making any money off of it. Like every dollar that I'm making, I'm putting back into it to help it grow, obviously, because that's what you need to do in the beginning. But that shirt that I got, the symbol just represents coming together and like growing as one, being more understanding. Yeah, primarily in fitness, but just in life, just come together, growing, because like the more people I meet, the more supporters I have, I just feel like I'm getting part of a family, like a bigger family, and that's something that I truly enjoy. And just getting to meet everybody and talk to everybody and just seeing everybody from different backgrounds. I don't know, I feel like it's making me a better person, just being more understanding and understanding everybody else, because I'm not one of those people that's going to judge you, hate on you. Like, we're all different, and that's one of the things I truly love is everybody's different. So next question, are you actually a certified personal trainer? Yes, I am. I got certified through ISSA. It only took me like a month or so. It was just a couple chapters, some quizzes, and it was a big quiz at the end, and it took me like 3 hours to get over it. And why are you a personal trainer? So what got me into being a personal trainer was my goal wasn't ever to train anybody except myself. Like, I took this class online to better myself as a person so I could learn how to train better, because I always knew I was working out, but I didn't really have a structure. Like, I always went off other people's workouts. I didn't really understand things and stuff like that. So the more I knew, the better I feel like I could be as an individual. So I'm always trying to learn stuff. Like, I even watch TikTok videos all the time of like different ways to do exercises, different variations, what targets, what muscles the best, stuff like that. So do you have your own LLCs? I saw for a few months you had clients. So yeah, I actually did get my LLC. I just thought that'd be a smart move for me, just to have like the little business license. I actually got to renew it in January. But I just felt like it was nice to have, and I did train a few clients. That was something I did enjoy doing for a while until I had some stuff happen in my life. I wouldn't say it set me back, but I started primarily working more on myself for my physique competition to honor my grandma, because my grandma was such a big part of my life. Like, she raised me. I have nothing but love. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for her. I probably wouldn't be on this path. I just feel like I'd be such a different person without her. So I just want to honor her and give her praise and thanks. When you started weightlifting, when you started weightlifting, what did you bench starting out for the first time ever? So the first time I benched, I could barely even hold it up. My arms were all shaky. If I recall correctly, in ninth grade, when I was with Coach Jordan in the weight room, I'm pretty sure I benched like 70 pounds. Like, it wasn't nothing to brag about or be proud of, but it was a starting point. I took that as fuel to know that I was weak. And once I hit that 135 mark, having a 45 plate on each side, the whole weight room went hype. They were like, even Tyler can bench like 135. So like, I don't know, I saw like the hard work was paying off already. And I feel like looking back, that was a big moment for me. Because I always like to push myself to be better. Like, I don't like to sit around and rest. I think that's another issue. Like, I always feel like I got to do something. I'm always thinking of ways to be better. And I feel like the more I throw myself at stuff, the better I get at it. What was your lowest weight, highest weight, and your current weight? My lowest weight when I first started out officially, in 2019 in September, I weighed like 135, 140. My highest weight, I got to 178.8, but I felt like I was too bulky. That was the first time I did actual bulk. My arms were kind of stiff, so I didn't really like that. I like being kind of lean. But right now I weigh 162, 165 solid. I heard you were going to compete on stage. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to compete on stage. I'm still learning how to do the poses. Like, I'm probably posing for, an hour or so every few days. Some of it I don't get on video or record it, but posing's actually harder than I thought. And, I'm still learning and, working at it. Like, I like seeing fitness influencers and stuff that teach you how to do poses and stuff like that, or I watch how-to videos, and like, there's small things that'll help you pop out certain muscles, and it's better to get a pump in certain muscles before like you start posing. Okay. I just started working out. Do you have any tips? Yeah, I actually do have some tips for when you start out. I would take a lot of progress pictures. That way, once you start working out for a long period of time, you'll see that like the work's paying off, and that'll keep you motivated for a while to keep you driven. especially on the days like you feel like you're not doing so well. You can just reflect back and see how far you've actually came in life. Also, don't really worry about weight when you're starting out. Just worry about the form, the time under tension, because like the more you work on form, it's like your brain just naturally, starts to learn the movement, and then you can start adding weight over time. So obviously you focus more on reps and not as much the weight when you start out, and just I don't know, just ignore people also, because a lot of people might hate on you or just I don't know, stare at you a little bit. You just gotta ignore them, because they're probably the ones that are insecure and are just like nervous of how passionate that you are. So next question is, do you want to own a gym in the future? I'd absolutely love to have a gym in the future, or just like a studio or something big enough I could train, one or two people at a time, because I don't like doing group sessions. I'd like to have a place where people could come work out and take pictures, just do the stuff that I do, because I feel like it helps you. And I am very passionate about this stuff, but I don't like training people in a group session, because I like to have that one-on-one time with them, to actually show that I care. Like, I can actually help you individually and be like more involved, because if I teach group sessions or stuff like that, I just feel like I'm not giving you enough of me. And that, like I said, I don't like doing multiple things at once. I like being dialed in and focused. But yeah, if I do own a gym, I would love that. I definitely have some like posing rooms and stuff, so you could have it. I'd probably have like good lighting, a little snack area. I do have a lot of big plans in the future, but like I'm trying to stay, in where I'm at right now. Like I am planning ahead, but I'm trying to stay grounded and just work on stuff and take steps each and every day, because I know that's what's gonna pay off. Like the small stuff, I realize is what's really going to separate you. And a lot of fitness influencers only just post like videos of their physique, with some sounds and some poses. Like I want to show you my personality. I want to show you what I'm doing. I want you to see through everything that I'm doing, like that I really love this stuff. Like I'm really just trying to help each and every person that I can. Like I don't care if this podcast gets like 3 views. Like I really don't. Like as long as that one person hears it, gets some kind of motivation or some drive, or it just inspires them to keep going. I don't know, like I've gotten so many texts and messages. I have a lot of hate. Like I always see the hate, always stick to the hate. I'm just human. Like I'll have all these positive messages. I'll have 20 positive messages and one or two negative, but I'll just be stuck on the negative, because I'm just hard on myself. And I don't know, but I just see now at the point that I'm at, where I am kind of gaining some slight success. Um, I am grateful to be in my position, but like everybody thinks that I've made it. Like I don't even feel like I've scratched the surface of my potential. Like I know I've got my podcast going, started up my brand, I got my personal trainer license, my business license, and like my physique is starting to show. But it's because of the work that I've put in, and I've only been doing it for 3 years. Like I feel like I've definitely made a tremendous amount of progress, yeah, but I feel like I can triple it, I can quadruple it in like 5 to 6 years. Like I'm already trying to get to like in 3 to 5 years, I want to be like 185 solid. Do a couple competitions. Like the gym is like a never-ending battle, and I feel like it keeps me focused and locked in, because if I didn't really go to the gym, I'd probably get complacent. Just sit around and watch Netflix when I wasn't working, or basically just like fuck off. And I don't want to do that. Like I actually want to, I don't know, see what will happen in my life if I just stick to something and like I don't give up. Because right now I'm giving what I feel like is my 100% on everything, because when I'm not at work, I'm getting videos, I'm working out, I'm editing stuff, sending people workouts. I'm doing all this stuff to make me better, and just so people can see me, putting in that work and showing out. I don't mean to just post stuff. People are like, oh, you're just arrogant, you're cocky, all you care about is yourself, like you're so selfish, all you ever post is you. That's not really why I post it at all. Like I don't know, I feel like a lot of people that see that and say that stuff are insecure of just my passion and how hard I work. But really I'm doing that so obviously they don't need to be watching if they're just gonna hate. But the people that actually do follow me, that love watching me, that I do help them. Like that's why I do it. I don't care about the people that are hating, stuff like that. What I care about is the people that I help, through my hard work, because that's what makes it worth it. You know, like the more I can get out, the more content I can make, the more people's lives I can touch. And some of them I might not ever meet, but like I said before, you can inspire somebody without saying a single word, just by your work ethic, and I truly believe in that. And I don't know, I'm just excited. Like I get up every day passionate to go to the gym. Some days I go twice just to do some cardio, some abs, and poses now because I really want to do good on the competition. You know, and I don't know, I just keep praying, and keeping faith in God because I see now that my life is starting to go in a good way. I did get in like a rough spot, but I feel like it taught me a lot. I did get down in the dump, financially and physically a little. I was kind of overdoing it and, just not thinking about things because of my emotions. But now that I've been doing everything and just throwing myself into fitness, resting more, prioritizing things, spreading it out, enjoying life, I've gotten so much better physically, financially, emotionally, mentally. I don't know. I'm just very excited, and I'm excited for this podcast journey. I've already got like 5 to 8, people that are gonna commit to, coming on the show. And that's another reason that I made this podcast is I want to just get as many people as I can on it to show everybody like different people's perspective on things and why people think a certain way or why they do this. Because I feel like the more you hear from different people, the more you talk to different people, the more that you actually learn. Because if you actually talk to like somebody one on one, everybody knows this. It's better than just like not knowing somebody, shooting them a DM or texting them, just cussing them out, blasting them. Like if you actually have like a conversation with somebody, I would say 8 out of 10 times I don't know, like you'll be friends with them at the end of the day because you won't have that hidden hate for no reason. That's why I love talking to people. And a lot of people that hate on me have never met me. It's just they're going off stuff that they've heard in the past. Which I used to be like that, but seeing the effect that it has on me, because I take stuff to heart. If somebody talks crap about me, I just feel like I put in so much work. It does break me down a little, but now I'm starting to learn. Like I said, the people's gonna hate. I'm trying to keep my head up, chest high, and just put in the work. Because I feel like it'll pay off in the end, and people do see my true intentions, and most of them do know, but you just get those few that are gonna hate, and I see that that's gonna happen anywhere. And the more that you gain success, and the better that you get as a person, it's like people are scared of you. But like I heard before, Hattie Abdel said, that's my favorite fitness influencer. He said nobody on a forklift is hating on another person on a forklift. Basically, what I'm saying, or he's saying, is nobody that's higher than you or equal to you will hate on you. It's always those people that are below you, mentally, that are just hating on you for no reason, that have the same opportunities and chances that you do. Like we have the same 24 hours in a day, no matter how you look at it. You might have, different stuff going on, but I got different stuff going on. Everybody has stuff going on, like battles they're fighting hiddenly. Everybody's going through something. And if you can just treat people with respect and actually support them and show them that you do care about them, I just feel like the world would be such more, it's just much more of a better place to live. Because when I do have kids, I don't like where our society is today. It's too much violence. I don't really like going out because people are just crazy, and I'm just trying to build a future and better the world for my kids, my family when I have them, because a lot of people are just worried about right now, like trying to get over on people, stuff like that. That's not the mindset and heart to have. Like you need to be trying to do better for you, for your for your family, your kids, your family's friends, kids, everybody. Like just do better, and don't let people drag you into negative situations, because some people's intentions will be to harm you or try to get you in trouble. You got to learn to stay away from those situations and just surround yourself by just better people and people that are going to push you to be the best that you can and not judge you. But that wraps it up for the Q&A. You know, I feel like this is a good first podcast just to, you know, kind of open up, get more about me, have me answer some questions that you guys had. You know, I'll get a lot better at this as we go on. And that's another thing that I really like. I like you guys watching me fail, you know, watching me struggle, but also seeing me rise and get better with every time, because I feel like I can only get better the more I do stuff. Like I don't like going back in a negative direction. So the more I do these podcasts, the more I'll talk better. You know, I'll be more vulnerable. I'll learn how to talk better into the mic. You know, stuff like that. And my videos are getting better. Like I'm learning how to edit stuff better, how to get it right, work on lighting, poses. So we're going in the right direction, even with the brand. I just got so many big ideas and dreams, and I just can't wait to share that with you guys, honestly. So it's been real. I'll catch you guys in the next podcast. Y'all stay safe.